Hello friends, Gibson here. Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 26. Welcome back to the Montreal Rogues. We are at the end of April, and I just figured we'd get back in and play this series against the Mets. Have some series to catch you up on. We can jump over to the calendar, team schedule. Well, last you were here, you saw, of course, the four-game set against the Yankees to kick off the season. We followed that up with two straight series sweeps. We swept the Phillies at home and then the Marlins on the road, including an extra innings win. Everything was going great. We were, 9-1? 10-1? Yeah, 9-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-1. And then we immediately rattled off 6 straight losses, getting swept in 4 games by our arch rival Toronto Blue Jays, and then dropping the series just barely salvaging one of the games against the Yankees away. So we're 10-7, we're still above 500, and we have a series at home here against the Mets. I think it's worth taking a look at the stats. We can just see quickly from a high level, Chris Fenster has been underperforming. He's hitting under 200, although he has turned it around a little bit in the last couple of days. He was down to 128 with a 431 OPS. He has got that up over the last 3 games, just a touch. Still only 1 home run on the season for him in what is supposed to be a major breakout year for him, is turning into a bit of a slump. Carson Williams is injured at the moment. He was playing shortstop for us. Then he had another day-to-day knee injury, so he was back DHing, and now he's just fully injured. So Reimer Medina is back, but he's been playing quite well. Let's see. Yeah, Braden Taylor. The Bradens have been our best players, really, by a mile. Braden Taylor is hitting over 300. And also slugging 765. That's quite remarkable. 7 home runs already in this season. That's not sustainable, but it's a 67 home run pace. Obviously, really good from him. He's been picking up this team, and Braden Martin as well, hitting over 300. Not quite slugging as well, but just getting on base a ton. Not stealing as many bases as I would have hoped for, a really fast, good base runner, good stealer, with a guy who likes to send them, managing the running game. Other than that, kind of average, right? Aiden Smith's fine. Merrill's okay. Kato it's been a pretty bad start for him. Hopefully he can figure out the hitting a little bit more. But pretty dreadful from him, unfortunately. And on the pitching side, it's been okay. We have these, Rubio only has this is going to be his 3rd appearance today against the Mets. But under 1 ERA through those 2 starts. Michael Hernandez has been pretty good. The rest of them have been fine. Iriarte and Rubio have had a couple of bad outings, but Sato had a couple of bad outings, but also one good one, right? Sato had 1 7-inning scoreless game with only 4 strikeouts actually, and then followed that up with another 5 earned run outing. So hopefully these rookies can continue to develop a little bit more, even if they're struggling a little bit at the moment. We have. We're kind of right in the pack. The AL East is really good again. Who's surprised? But it's very early. We're still in April. Hopefully we can win some games here against the first place Mets. We can jump right into the series. This is going to be our lineup today. A little bit mixed up to accommodate some of the tired guys. Willie Garcia is going to play DH against the right-handed pitcher Roki Sasaki, current New York Met, wearing Francisco Lindor's number 12, apparently. Very, very interesting. as we are here in the game. And we have the first two guys on base. Braden Martin, Chris Fenster both reach. Could be a good start for us here, as we are 3 for 3 in this game. One run looks like it's going to come home. Yeah, Braden Martin is fast enough to score from second there, as we have a 1-0 lead to start the game. Bottom of the first. Willie Garcia up next. Swings at the first pitch. Basically just bunts the guys over. Braden Taylor next. Keep the line moving. No, he's going to strike out. Brings up Reimer Medina, the shortstop. And he rips it down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases and multiple runs. Should be a double. And we have a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. And we're not done. Perez slaps it into center field as well. For the 4-0 lead, we are absolutely ripping apart Roki Sasaki here in the first, and that's going to end it. But they get two back off of a home run from Suero off of Gustavo Rubio. But we get those 2 runs right back. Chris Fenster finally hits his second home run of the season. 6-2 Rogues over Mets. 7-2 now. Braden Taylor, another solo home run for him. He's sure is looking like his old self again. As they have second and third with 1 out, that's probably going to score 1 run. Yeah, he tagged. So 3-7 now. Rubio still in this game with a nice, healthy lead. He's up to 74 pitches. They have mostly righties on this lineup, so we're not going to give him much time. Maybe through Soto. Hopefully he gets through this inning, and he does, and that's going to do it. He got through 5 for us. That's more than enough for us from him. We can start warming up DeWalt, the righty. Thank you. Good game, Rubio. 3 earned runs through 5, not the worst. At least he kept us in it. Francisco Alvarez is up now. Man on second with 2 outs. We get him to pop out to the third baseman in foul territory. That's going to retire the side. I think I'll leave DeWalt in. Hopefully, excellent. Let's see, who can I bring up next? Probably Medina, just to end this game, hopefully. 33 pit. Let's see, can I get DeWalt at least another inning? Yes, he's getting fatigued. We gotta finish this batter. No, he walks him, so that's not ideal. Actually, yeah, we can bring in Wright instead. Oh no, they brought in a lefty pinch hitter, so we can bring in Medina for sure. First and second, nobody out for them. A little bit of trouble here. I was acting like this game was completely in the books when it most definitely is not. And that's going to score a run, and the runners advance on the throw. And it brings up Juan Soto as the tying run against a very inexperienced lefty pitcher. And he walked him. We need one more from Medina, unfortunately. And he gets the strikeout, so that's good. Big out there. Bring in Jamie Wright to do some damage control with the bases loaded. And he got him to strike out. We could get out of this somewhat unscathed. 0-2 pitch. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. He makes contact, but it's weak and it's caught by the right fielder. Absolutely get out of a jam there thanks to Jamie Wright. And we can start warming up, I think, Carballo, because that was more than enough work for Wright. I'm not going to make him come back out and get the save as well. Even though he only threw 8 pitches, I think we're going to save him. I'm okay with this. As they hit a solo home run, Pena hits a home run after Suero got out, I think. But we end up winning this one by a score of 7-5. Game 2 against the Mets, we have DeCaro on the mound, who's been decent for us. Yeah, against another righty, we are all, rested except Merrill. So we have a pretty optimal lineup for us. We can just jump right in. Man on second, 2 outs. Aiden Smith just stole second base. Bob Allen is up. He dumps that into right field. Should be enough to score the speedy Smith. And it does. That is going to be an early 1-0 lead for us. Once again, Ryan Medina up, hitting over 300. He's been excellent for us. And his ratings are just not good. So he's definitely overperforming to a certain extent. But we're not complaining yet. Braden Taylor is up now. And he walks. So they got the 2 outs. Now they're having trouble putting this inning away for the young Roberto Fonseca. Drew Farrow, first pitch he sees, he swings and he grounds out to his counterpart second baseman to end the inning. Aiden Smith up with the man on second. That is not going to get through. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. Marco Hernandez, no E, is on second base with 2 outs. Corbin Carroll is up. DeCaro gets him swinging. Excellent. First and second, he does not tag on the fly out. So now first and second, 2 outs for Grant Gray. DeCaro's through 52 pitches. That's going to be a nice play by Kato. Takes it to the bag himself. Escape a little bit of trouble there. Yeah, we need to get this guy, knock this guy out of the game. Barres and Braden Taylor, second and third. 1 out for Kato against the righty. And that ball sneaks past the first baseman to the wall. I swear, Kato only gets hits that are extra base hits. He doesn't get singles. He doesn't just slap singles around. He's getting out or he's hitting RBI doubles, and that's exactly what he did right there. We have a 3-0 lead now, and still a chance for more with the man on second base and only 1 out. Now first and second with 1 out. Another full count that results in a walk. That is a ton of pitches for Fonseca just in this inning. And now it's bases loaded for Chris Fenster. Can he make something happen? Of course he can't. Of course he can't. Just almost at the Mendoza line, but still under 200 for now. Bob Allen with the chance to break this game wide open, and he is not quite going to break it open, but he is going to score probably 2 runs, depending on how fast the guy at second base was. Bob Allen with a 2 RBI single with 2 outs, and that's the final straw for Fonseca. He doesn't even get out of the 4th inning. They bring on Bryce Miller to try to limit the damage here, but the damage has mostly been done. He is going to get them out of the inning at the very least, as we just we get a 4 spot in the 4th. DeCaro has some room to work with now. Let's see if he can protect the lead. 67 pitches through 5. A no-out base runner turns into a no-out RBI single turned double on the throw. So now still second base with nobody out. Now it's man on third with 1 out after Fenster takes it to the bag. Juan Soto up next. Pops it up. Kato coming in. Allen converges, but the third baseman makes the catch. That's the 2nd out. Christopher Suero is up. And he hits it past Fenster and into right field. That's going to be another run for them. They've cut the lead down to 3. Who do they have coming up? Switch hitters and lefties. All right, we can start warming up Jandry for sure. DeCaro facing another righty, Dumasnil. Gets the first out. Ilver De Paula is not a good hitter. So we're going to pitch to him. That's the second out. What about Marco Hernandez? He's the 9 hitter. We're going to pitch to him. 91 pitches so far. And the 92nd pitch is going to be the one that ends this inning and ends DeCaro's day. 2 runs allowed. Not sure how many of those were earned, but Jandry is definitely going to come in to start the next inning. Fenster and Bob Allen both reached base. Brian Medina is up now. That's just a pop out into center field. Braden Taylor is up next. He launches it to right field, but that's going to be caught. Nobody tags, naturally. Corbin Carroll's defense really fell off. His speed is still really good, but somehow his deep defensive ratings have gotten so bad. Maybe they were always like that. I've never had him on my team in this game. Farreau is up now. Can he make something happen? No, we're going to end this inning. I should have put Jandry back up in the bullpen, but he should also still be ready. If I bring him in, yeah, he's still ready to go. Speaking of Corbin Carroll, but let's get, we'll get Ryan Wall warming up, I think, for after Soto, if he has trouble getting through this. And he does. That's a walk. Ryan Wall's going to come in. And that's the third strike of the inning. Wall comes in, gets the out that he needed to get, and now we can start warming up Mason Miller. He's a little tired, but it's the bottom of their order. I'm more than happy to bring him in here. No, these guys are all fine. Defense I'm good with. Mason Miller coming in to get the last 3 outs here. If he gets into any trouble, we'll bring somebody else up, just because he's not at full stamina. We shouldn't be pushing him too far, even with a 3-run lead. He gets the first out on the fly out. Ground out for the second out. 1 out away from getting out of this with a win. The 0-2, and that's a strikeout. 5-2 final. We take the first 2 and win the series against the Mets, but hopefully in the next game we can go for the sweep. We are forced to have to go with this very heavily rotated team, as 3 of our best hitters, Braden Martin, Chris Fenster, Bob Allen, are all quite tired. But because we have the day off tomorrow, I won't hesitate to bring them in if we need them out later on in the game. We are facing George Baker, a young right-hander for the Mets. Jairo Iriarte is our pitcher. Let's go. They took the lead in the second inning, but we're still in it. Jackson Merrill with 2 outs and 2 on. Is that going to come down? It is. That is going to fall in front of Soto. A great throw comes in. Do they get him at third base? Yes, he does. We tie the game, but we're out on some greedy base running. Now, Baker in some trouble again. Nobuki Kato up with first and third with only 1 out. Can he? Of course not. Rafe Perich is up, our backup switch hitting first baseman. Drew Farreau steals second base, so this at-bat will continue, and that is going to be at least 1 run. We will definitely take the lead. Does Farreau try to steal from second? He does. an RBI, 2 RBI single for Perich. 3-1 Rogues now. Top of the fifth, Iriarte's thrown 61 pitches. Gets through there with only 9 pitches, 7 strikeouts. They have some lefties up. I think we're going to leave them in. Bullpen's a little bit shot. Let's see, what can we do? We have the day off tomorrow. Oh, Jackson Merrill is hurt. Fractured his hand, is out for 6 weeks. That's not great. But we can bring in Braden Martin for him. I have no problem with that. He can go to right field. Barres can go to center. And well, we actually have some energy here in the bullpen. I'm gonna warm up Jamie Wright just in case. Don't even need him this inning. 1, 2, 3. That's great. Let's get Carballo warming up instead now. 83 pitches. Don't need to risk it. We have the guys. We have the manpower. It's only 3 more innings to go. Thank you for a great outing, Iriarte. No need to push you. Okay. Man on second with 1 out. And that's going to score a run. It looks like he had a good jump from second. An RBI single to cut our lead in half is now 3-2. We're still up, but let's bring in Wright. Excellent. Should have warmed up a lefty, but we have Jamie Wright's only thrown 6 pitches. He's got plenty of gas. Facing the best guys in the lineup. Ryan Wall warming up behind him. We get through it. Okay. Sit down, Wall. I'm warming up Miller again. We get a little bit of insurance. Aiden Smith hits a home run to put us up by 2 again. Definitely bringing Miller in at least for 3 batters. It's all righties. It's the entire bottom of the order again. As Braden Martin makes it to second base on a double with no outs. Medina will advance him, although he is thrown out at first. Drew Barres is up. Drew Farrow up now. And he is drilled. He's plunked. Kato is up next. He is 0 for 3 today. Realistically, I don't have a better third baseman in this lineup, unfortunately. So even if I could have brought in Fenster, but then who plays third base? Don't really know. But let's bring in Miller. Let's have Wall warming up behind him. Gets the first out via the strikeout. Suero up again. 0-2 once again, another strikeout for him. Foul tip for strike 3. Down to their final out here. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. And he rips it up the third base line. I couldn't even see it. It was riding right up the line. So the winning run, or sorry, the tying run comes to the plate. This will be Mason Miller's last batter. And he walks him. He walked him. Ryan Wall coming in to clean up the mess as the winning run, or not the winning run, but the go-ahead run is at the plate. And that ball is going to drop. It will only be 1 run, but that doesn't even score the run. So bases loaded. The go-ahead run is on base. Ryan Wall facing Corbin Carroll with 2 outs. Works the 2-2 pitch. And he goes down swinging. That ends the game. A little bit of trouble, a little bit of scariness here in the 9th, but we complete the sweep of the Mets. That's a really solid bounce back for us to win all these games in a row, as we are now. Yeah, we really needed that good run of form. And with those results, we are back up to 6 games over 500. through 20 games, we are 13-7, one game back on the Blue Jays, who of course are 9-1 in their last 10. That includes 4 games against us, which that series stings pretty good, but we'll leave it there. Good start to the season. Happy enough with where we are. We're definitely way better off right now than we were last year, and we're still saving a ton of money. Obviously, with that much, savings doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get a good budget next year, but it does allow us to be flexible at the deadline. We can definitely take on some contracts, take on some money in order to get some guys who can help us if we were to make the playoffs this year, which we are most definitely aiming for. It feels a little bit like we're playing for our job as a GM and head coach at this point. But with that, I will leave you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.